Alright friends, I'm back with another DVD horror update, so let's just do it. Alright, so first up, you can see my first pickup is Razorback, and this is part of the Warner's archive collection. I wanted this one for a while. I really wish that Warner Brothers would have released this regularly and not through their archive collection. This is the Giant Killer Pig movie, directed by Russell Mulcahy. I remember watching this on VHS. Here's the back. The thing about this release is this is one of the initial releases from them, and it's a burn-on-demand title. But as you can see here, the disc art is really generic. I think the new releases actually have artwork on the disc and not just this little whatever that's supposed to be. I'm pretty sure that like all the initial releases all had the same background and then the title of the movie. But still happy to have it in my collection. Alright. Next we have a 2-pack, and that's Elvira's Movie Macabre double feature. And we got Count Dracula's Great Love, which stars Paul Naschy, and then Frankenstein Castle of Freaks. I'm not sure, I haven't watched this yet, so I don't know what quality the prints are for these movies. So they could be, hopefully they're somewhat decent. And I don't know if Elvira is just at the beginning or if she's going to pop up all the way through these things. I'm not sure. There's the inside artwork, and there's some artwork on the inside of the case. There you go. I'm going to slip this back in there. Alright. This next pickup I got for the kids, and it's called The Willys, starring Sean Astin. I think this one is like an anthology movie that's very similar to like Goosebumps or something like that, with a bunch of kids telling ghost stories while camping. I'm assuming based on this artwork. I might watch this for myself. Alright. This next pickup I actually thought was a kid's film, but it turns out it's not. And it's Monster High. And I guess this film involves all kinds of craziness, like aliens, killer marijuana plants, just, I don't know, just a bunch of stuff. Zombies, and there's supposed to be tons of nudity, so I'm glad I didn't let my daughter watch this first before reading up on it. There's the inside disc art. I guess it's one of the aliens there. I'm not sure what that is supposed to be, and there's a creature there. Alright. Next we have The Woods. I really enjoyed this movie. This movie is about a young girl that goes to a boarding school that's run by witches. And it kind of reminded me a little bit of like The Craft meets Suspiria a little bit. There were elements of that. But the lead actress, Agnes Buckner, she was or Bruckner. She was pretty good. I think had she not been good, the film wouldn't have worked. And Bruce Campbell plays her father in the movie. He's got a small role. But I did enjoy this one. Very much so. Alright. Next up we have Right to Die. And this is a Masters of Horror episode. And the main reason why I got this was really because of the actress in this movie, Julia Benson. And it's kind of a guilty pleasure. If you've seen the episode, you'd know what I'm talking about. I'm not going to get into that. But this is about a husband and wife where they get in a car accident and the wife ends up getting badly burned. And he wants to pull the plug on her, but her mother doesn't. And of course, she ends up getting some kind of telekinetic thing or ghost thing, and people end up dying. It's a decent episode. Okay. Next, we have Cornered, and this is the serial killer in the convenience store movie. It's okay. The first couple of kills weren't that good. It's kind of a horror comedy. But the last two kills were really decent. This one actually stars Steve Guttenberg, which was kind of weird to see him in something after all these years. And James Duvall, who did all those Greg Araki movies. It's all right. I didn't pay much money for it. If I paid good money for it, I wouldn't have been pleased with it. Next, we have the Devil's Den, or just Devil's Den. This is kind of a rip-off of from Dusk Till Dawn, but instead of it being vampires, it's ghouls or demons or something like that, where these people go to a strip club and then all the dancers turn into monsters. Um, this guy here is Devin Sawa. He was in the first Final Destination movie and in Idle Hands, but he looks really horrible in this movie. Like, I don't know if he gained a lot of weight, if he did a bunch of drugs. His face doesn't look right. I don't know. I got halfway through this movie and then I fell asleep. You can tell, though, from watching it that they really wanted to do that whole Tarantino / Robert Rodriguez thing, but it just comes off like an imitation. I don't know. Maybe I'll finish it at some point if I feel up to it. Alright. Next we have The Believers. I picked this one up at Big Lots for $3. You can tell here this is one of those slim packs. This movie is about a couple of paramedics that end up getting captured by some doomsday cult followers while they were doing a routine call. This movie has a twist ending, and I can tell from watching it that like, depending on whether you're gonna like this movie or not, it all comes down to the ending. You know, like, personally, I would have rather there not have been a twist ending, but you can tell when the writers thought, oh, wait till you see the ending, you'll be, oh, but you know, it didn't need it. And next, well, actually last, we have Nature's Grave. This is an Australian movie. Actually, this isn't the original title for this, and then this is also a remake. The original title was The Long Weekend, which was like a late 70s Australian horror movie about a couple that go on a camping trip and then they end up getting attacked by nature. This one was actually pretty decent, although now that I have this one, I need to get the original. You know, so I had an idea what it might be from reading the description on the back, but the title Nature's Grave is actually kind of lame. You know, I would rather much prefer The Long Weekend. But at some point I'll get that. Alright guys, thanks for watching, and until next time, I'll talk to you later.